gonna talk about...
Wait, I'm not ready.
Okay, so... Hey guys, so today we're gonna talk about when we went to Cutting Edge, which is, it's like the world's scariest...
No, it's the world's...
Longest. Okay, it's the world's longest haunted house.
Yeah.
Okay. So we did that, October 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, that was so long ago.
So long ago.
And I claim that I like scary movies, but I really just like doing this the whole time. So going to Cutting Edge was like super, it was super terrifying. Like I was scared the whole time. I think it was like an hour long. Was it? Would you say?
It was an hour plus. We got there, we were waiting, and they scare you while you wait.
I would say the waiting in itself was like 45 minutes. It was a 45-minute wait, and then we went into, like, as soon as you walk into like the haunted house, obviously it's dark and you can't really see anything, but I remember how the entrance was, and it was like you walk in and they have like a swirling, it was almost like a kaleidoscope, but it was like swirling.
Yeah, so the bridge. See, that was the first thing I was just going to say.
We were walking on the bridge and it was like, you felt like you were like turning with like the wheel that was like spinning like in the background. Oh my gosh. And I was like, ah!
And I was loving every second of it. Every second
it was really hard for me. And like how they did this was, the actors and like the people that were working there so that they could tell you where to go and stuff, they would divide you off into either you're in a group of like 5 people or then you get to be with like whoever you came with. So I really appreciate that. Like they let us stay together, obviously, but
oh no, they were going to let us stay together.
Yeah.
I'd be damned. But it was really fun. Do you remember what happened after that? After we were disoriented off the bridge? What happened? Do you remember?
We just kind of like went into like dark rooms, and then it was just the next thing was like a closet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I think it was like dark,
it was one of the next
super dark hallway, and then we walked into like a closet type where there were coat hangers just hanging,
just like a straightaway, and like actors would like jump out of the clothes, and it was scary, or like
it was tense. It would mess with your claustrophobia too, because it was a tight squeeze. And
I didn't let go of Eric's hand the entire time. Mm-hmm. Like I was afraid I would get lost.
Matter of fact, my hand turned purple that night. It turned purple that night. She was squeezing it.
He was literally laughing at me the entire way. He wasn't even scared or acting like he was scared. Remember that guy?
I was scared.
No. Remember that guy that was like in the group with us of 5? So there was like an older guy with like 2 girls, right?
Tell him.
He literally like screamed. I'm pretty sure he squealed at, I don't even know what it was. I don't even remember.
I don't know. It wasn't even that scary. He was trying to act cool, like
he was acting cool, and then
girlfriend.
Yeah, who was he with? There were 2 other girls.
Yeah, it was like maybe family member or something
like that,
a friend or something like that. He was trying to act all cool and stuff, but he really got scared. I can't remember what it was.
It was good because they were like in front of us, so we like followed them for the majority of the way until like they split us up into our individual groups.
And that was great. Once we got split, that was great. We got to experience it with none of that extra talking, because having them in front of us was like going to a movie theater, which we've never been to together. Going to a movie theater and somebody talking the whole time. Mm-hmm. I know I talk when we watch movies, but that guy...
Yeah, he just had a lot to say. Like, he was just talking about regular everyday stuff, and I was like,
man, come on.
Are you not in this right now? Like, this is kind of scary. But what I was going to say is we could kind of compare it to that movie we watched with like the haunted house.
Oh yeah, it was a haunted house.
It was like a secluded house, and like they actually killed people and stuff. Like it's a movie, but like
I forgot the name of that movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah, I
think
have
it was
no
called
idea.
Haunted House.
No.
I think so. I think it was called A Haunted House.
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. There are 2 main movies called Haunted House, so
A Haunted House.
We'll have to find it, and then we could like.
I'm pretty sure
show a picture of it.
House,
but you should watch that.
I was the one that found it.
Because that was pretty. It was like a real, like, you felt like you were in like an actual haunted house. Like, it was pretty scary.
Did we watch that before we went to the
No, we watched it like a year later.
Yeah, I thought, okay.
We recently watched that. I'd say like a few months ago.
Back on topic, to the haunted house. Once we got split up, that was great because we got to experience it on our own, and it was great. That was like at the end half. Yeah, it was toward the end. Mm-hmm. There were so many jump out and pop outs, and honestly,
they also had like little intermissions. So like
yeah.
when you would go through like a room and then another room, like back to back to back, scary rooms, they had like intermissions with like a band who was like playing, and then they had like windows open so you could like breathe because it was hot. Like, we were sweating.
Mm-hmm.
And this was in October, but you know, it was hot in there.
Super.
But yeah, that was nice that they had like an intermission for if you wanted a break from like all the scary stuff.
Needed a break.
Okay.
Okay. So we're wrapping it up towards the end. We're starting to hear chainsaws now and people screaming. The chainsaws, they're a little bit scary at first because you see and you hear a real chainsaw. That was one thing that, you know, messed me up a little bit because you hear the actual motor going and you see it doesn't have a chain. Okay, you're good to go. Because there's just always that one thing in your mind is like, man, what if this isn't a haunted house?
What if it turns on and
all the scary movies, you know, they got it mixed up.
Yeah.
But that was really good. So I would like for you to tell them the little run-in that you had with your little friend.
No.
Come on, tell them. I can't tell it. It's not my experience. It's your experience.
It like gets me emotional. I'm very scared about it
still
to this day.
Goodness.
Okay. I hate clowns. I hate clowns. I've always hated clowns. They scare me so bad, and I feel like they're meant to scare people, not to be like a fun kid thing. Okay, so of course they had an entire section of rooms, go room to room to room, of just straight clowns. And like, to get you prepared for all the clownness you were about to see, they had like an intermission room right before you went into like the clown exhibit, I guess you could call it. And it was just like filled with TVs. Okay, so this room was filled with TVs of like the scariest clowns in like movie history, right? So we're like watching those because like there's nothing else to do. Where are you gonna like look at the floor? No. So like we're looking at that, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go in there. I wonder what clown phobia is called. Anyway, so whatever it is, I definitely have it. And so we went into the first, right off the bat, they really got me. So there was like this man, like you could tell it was a man, like he was tall, he was probably taller than, he was probably Eric's height. And in this like clown outfit, and he comes like, you know, waddling over like that, and I'm like, ugh, okay, I know you're a clown, I know you're a person, that's fine, whatever. And then like, I don't want to be insensitive or anything.
It's not insensitive.
But there was like a short person, like a midget, in like the clown outfit. I don't know why, but that scared me so bad. Like even more than just like seeing like someone Eric's height. Like I was more afraid, like I just felt like I was watching Chucky. Like I was just like, this was my real life interaction with Chucky. That's how I saw this playing out.
He played that really good because, you know, as we were trying to get it together, he ran up on us. And I was like, oh, Trudy, look.
No, because I think it's because I didn't even see him. And I was like, oh. And it was just like scary. I don't know.
That was great. But let's talk about the grand finale. The grand finale,
I'm
the
never doing
that
this
scared
again.
me. This is the part that really scared me. The whole time I wasn't scared, frightened. This is the part that scared me.
I wish we would have taken a picture of that
afterwards,
sign.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The sign going into this it was an optional tunnel at the end of the house. and it said, don't enter if you have claustrophobia, asthma, all the disclaimers that are put on something that's just like diabolical almost.
But like, okay, to set the scene, so you exit the haunted house, like you're completely out of the haunted house now.
And you're done.
And there's still like, it's closed off from the public, that like you can't see other people really, but it's still like enclosed. So it's outside, you can see and breathe and whatever, it's outside the house. Mm-hmm. So there's like a tunnel that's covered by like a curtain, right? Like a big curtain. And this is the tunnel that has a sign that says if you're claustrophobic, asthmatic, all these other things, you shouldn't go in here. And then there's the other like tunnel that was open, and you could see like the end. So you can see it's literally just a straight walk. I would say like 50 yards or so. So like half a football field, right? So Eric is pressuring me, and he's like, hey, we should really go in this. I gotta see what it is. And I was like, I don't know. Like, we could just easily just walk out of here and not have to go through whatever that might be.
Let me intervene now. Let me intervene. Although I was pressuring her after multiple attempts with, no, we shouldn't do it. I said, all right, let's just do it. I mean, let's just go to the other side and walk. She looked at me and she said, let's just try. I said, come on, let's do it. So we go in, hand in hand.
My thought process was, well, we paid all this money. We might as well go through the whole thing.
Right.
Okay.
We go in, hand in hand. It's nothing but foam. We kind of giggle at first because we're like, oh, wow, okay, here we go. We get to walk in.
It's pitch black. You cannot see anything. You can't see the people in front of you. I could not see anything like past like an inch. So I couldn't even see Eric. I knew in my mind that there was the end to this tunnel, but like there were people ahead of us. We both felt like we couldn't breathe. Like
it was so long.
I literally felt like I kept swallowing the foam, and I was like choking.
Yeah, but it wasn't hurtful in any way or anything like that. But I think that mental factor of, oh, dang it, I can't breathe right, I can't see, my sensory's taken away, I'm done for. Not even 5 seconds in, or I would say 10 seconds, I was like, damn, this would be a really bad way to end up in the hospital, you know?
Yeah.
And I was, Trudy, she got quiet. And I held her hand, I kept saying, I was like, Trudy. She wasn't saying anything. I was shaking. I was like, come on. And it was.
I started running at the end. I was like,
maybe about halfway. We both decided, we were like, oh, we gotta go. And so we get to running.
I started like trying to push like people.
There were people there. We got to running. We got out and we saw, it wasn't even that bad.
Oh, I was so mad at Eric.
She was.
I started I was like coughing. I was like choking, like coughing out the bubbles or foam or whatever. I was just like, we almost just died. Like, that was not okay. I'm never doing that again. You talked me into this, and I'm mad. So
it was great. It was great.
Looking back at it, it was
great because we look around.
It was fun.
We see everybody else's reaction. Everybody else was soaking wet, and
it made us like our clothes were all.
That was so
wet,
fun.
But
that was super fun. Yeah.
Made my heart rate go up just thinking about
that was super. So, this was the real deal.
Yeah, this was like you couldn't really escape.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So we'll put a link in the comment section or the description. We'll put a link in the description
of what?
Of Cutting Edge. We show them videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To the website so they can see how it was super fun.
It's intense.
Super fun. But yes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. We're very gracious that you're watching us during these weird times, and we're going to continue to give you guys content.
Yeah, leave a comment below about maybe one of your scariest Halloween experiences.